Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name's Oliver. So we're gonna do another episode recap. Of course, again, day after day. I might actually end up doing another one tomorrow and another one the day after that because I'm just trying to like catch up on things. Actually, I may spread them out. I don't know, we'll see. But today we're doing the Real Housewives of Potomac season 9 episode. What episode was it? Oh, one second. Hold up. Oh my gosh, why can I not think about it? What is it? Season 9 episode 15. That's right. Season 9 episode 15. It was called Old Rumors Die Hard. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. So the first scene, it was Ash TOP. Basically, Ashley, she is doing her Drag King segment. Ash TOP stands for Ash Ton of Pussycat. I don't know if I could say the actual word on here, so cat. Pussycat, yeah. But she met with another drag king named King Molasses. I think they were just going over some stuff. I don't really remember much from that, so I didn't put that many things like in my notes. Okay, so the next scene, it was Kiana. Before I get into Kiana, I see a lot of people talking about how Kiana didn't seem like she was a full-time housewife. She really didn't for the first 3/4 of the season. I think we only have like a few episodes left. But honestly, now in this episode especially, it felt like she was a full-time housewife, which, like, good. I like Kiana. I like her on the show. I like her with Jazelle and Wendy, which that's this next scene because Kiana invited Jazelle and Wendy over to her wellness spa. So basically, oh yeah, when Wendy got there, she had a flat tire. She was just riding on it. She said she got a notification, but then she just was like, it's fine, and turned the radio up and kept driving. That is so relatable. Yes. That's me when my brakes are squealing. Actually, I need to take my car back to the shop because my brakes are still squealing. Like, they were supposed to fix them the other day, but they really didn't. Anyway, Jazelle asked Kiana if she's gonna change her name or when she and Greg get married. They're not engaged yet, but Jazelle just asked the question, and if she's gonna change the name of her business. She's not gonna change the name of her business, but she will change her name. I think his last name is Diggs or Driggs, something like that. Kiana did say that they bicker a lot when it comes to like domestic roles. Like, we're gonna get into this a little bit later in the episode, but basically Kiana said that, you know, he wants her to just kind of be home and cook and stuff, but she owns her own business and she's filming this show, so it's just like kind of causing a little bit of a strain on it. The three of them are talking about Karen and how she's a lot different and she's skinnier, and Kiana said it was like she was definitely on Ozempic, but then Jazelle was like, I thought it was just stress. And then Wendy thought so too, and so they're like, ooh, what is it? But then Kiana said in her confessional, like, yeah, we talk a lot, but just, yeah. we know what it is. The next scene, this was kind of surprising to me. It was Ray and Gordon. I think it's very interesting whenever the house husbands meet, because it's like, what are y'all talking about? You know, especially on Salt Lake City when I think it was Justin and John Barlow, they met up because after that whole big thing with Salt Lake City. Salt Lake City was a crazy reunion, or season. Anyways, let's get into this. Ray said that Karen was going to be exonerated. We all saw that footage, correct? Just making sure. Said that she already has a new car. She has the same exact type of Maserati, just like newer. The Maserati Ghibli is such, I love cars, so it's like, it's very interesting that she chose to get another Maserati Ghibli. Like, it's an interesting car, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. Gordon said that he was just concerned about the kids, and that's why he went to go and get them, because he didn't want them to be around Ink too much. Makes sense. Because Ray was like, oh, I thought that you and Ink were amicable. And Gordon was just like, it just depends on who you ask. Like, that's also very, very real. Oh, and he said that because Ink has had multiple affairs with his wife, so he's just really not comfortable with that. Ray said that he said that Karen said that she has like blue eyes in her family. But we all know the blue eyes rumor, right? Just making sure. Because even Ray was like, no. Gordon said that he wants to do post-marital counseling with Mia because, you know, if they're not too sure about being in the marriage, why go ahead and just get a divorce? Just do post-marriage counseling. Okay. So, next thing. Oh, Stacy's talking with an attorney. This is after the mediation appointment where she found out that her ex-husband, or they're still technically married, they're separated, that her ex has a lot of money and was hiding a lot of financial things from her. And so she went to an attorney, and she said that there's no prenup, that he makes substantially more than what she makes. She waived child support, but she's not waiving alimony. Interesting, because the attorney was basically like urging her to like not waive the child support, because she was like, what if he gets into a relationship with somebody else, and then that new person just doesn't want him paying for like his other child? Like, you know, like a lot of things can happen, and a lot of these things are based on what ifs, and you really shouldn't be doing that. I mean, that's what I picked up on this. But yeah, after this, Jazelle and her daughters go shopping for college. She's basically trying to teach them about generational wealth. Exactly. She also brought up that they have a tradition to pick out Christmas trees, like with her dad, and since Giselle's father passed away sort of unexpectedly, like they want to live on, they want that tradition to live on, excuse me, but it's going to be kind of hard to do. And then finally, this was kind of funny to me because her daughters asked Jazelle, like, oh, what are you gonna do, like, whenever we actually, like, move out of the house? And Giselle's like, I'm just gonna pop up. And you know what? My dad did that to me. You know, whenever I was in college, my dad was on, like, several boards at my school, and he would just pop up. I didn't know when he was in town or wasn't in town. I would actually walk into, like, the business school building, and he'd be walking out of the classroom because he was doing a guest lecture. And I'm like, what are you doing here? He's like, oh, you wanna have lunch? No, I'm about to go to class. A lot of times he'd be strategic with it, too, because then after that, he'd just be like, hey, let's go get dinner. And I'm like, not gonna refuse. So yeah. After this, it is Stacy and TJ. Stacy told TJ that her ex is moving out of the house, and TJ was like, whoa, so does that mean I can finally come over, like, to your house? And Stacy was like, no, because Arabella. And then TJ was just like, I feel like you're hiding me. Like, I want you to tell the world that, you know, we're dating. It's very interesting to me because TJ has all these boundaries about, like, what he wants to do and not want to do with Stacy, but Stacy can't put up all these boundaries about what she wants to do or doesn't want to do with you. Double standard, but okay, TJ. What a queen. Anyways, the next scene is with Ray and Karen. Ray essentially tells Karen what Gordon told him, and the fact that Gordon, oh, I didn't mention this earlier. Gordon said that he had the kids like 25 days out of like the 30 days of the month. I don't know if it was for like all the months, or probably just that one specific month. But it was very interesting because basically Mia was lying, saying that she had full custody. Like, that's what Ray was telling Karen, all that stuff. Karen was just like, oh dang, she's like really lying for sympathy points, which, yeah. And then also Gordon told Ray that Gordon had a paternity test and that it's his kid. Once again, Ray's telling all this to Karen. The final scene in the show is Ashley's drag show. Ashley told everyone to dress up like very masculine, but Jazelle dressed up as Britney Spears, like with like the tie and like the hat. Kiana dressed as Cowboy Carter. Loved it though. But you know what? Kiana said that she and Greg got into like a really big argument and she kind of started tearing up. And I think it was Wendy that had asked her and said, you know, is it because of us, like the group here and doing all this stuff? And Kiana's like, yeah, he really just wants her to be a housewife, just not a real housewife. And that's okay, because that's really causing a strain on the relationship, like you can tell. And even Wendy said like she doesn't want it to come to, she doesn't want that relationship to come to that. Ashley walked in, she didn't start performing yet, but whenever she walked in, I really thought that was Bianca Censori, like, you know, Kanye's current wife. I for a second I thought that that's who it was, but it was just Ashley. After that, all the girls asked Karen if she's on Ozempic, and Karen's like, no, I'm on semaglutide, which that's the active ingredient in Ozempic. So yes, Karen pulls Jazelle aside and she tells Jazelle what Ray told her. And they're both like, okay, yeah, she's such a liar. Then they both go and confront Mia. And Mia was like, okay, whose word are you gonna believe? Like, Gordon or me? And then Jazelle was like, Gordon, because you're a known liar. See how nobody objected to that? Yeah. Mia started deflecting like crazy and called Karen a drunk driver and a 304. And then Karen tells the group that Gordon had a paternity test and that it is Gordon's child, because that's what Ray told Karen after Gordon told Ray that. And then finally Wacklin hopped in the conversation, and that's when I checked out, but luckily that's when the episode ended. So that is the episode recap of this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Once again, it's season 9, episode 15. Leave your comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. Please remember, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.